Nigel and Neo Devere, two greyhounds who are attempting to win the $75,000 Vic Peters. Let's start with the heat performances of both these runners. Nigel ran second to Robert Keeping, the time of 29.88. Neo finished behind Destroying, who's a really good dog, in similar time, 29.95. What do you think of the heat runs, mate?
Yeah, I was really happy with him, especially Nigel. He'd never been there. He's not had much experience on two-turn tracks, minimal actually. So I was really happy that they've qualified, and they should both be better for the look at the track.
Nigel's got box 3 in the final. Neo's got box 5. We'll talk a bit more about the final and the market in just a moment, mate. But talk us through Nigel and Neo's career. Pretty lightly raced greyhounds. I think Nigel's had the 16 starts. Neo's had a couple more, 18. Both have won a bunch of races, mate. But tell us a little bit more about their development, and especially Nigel, I guess, not having that experience on the two turns.
Yeah, look, they broke in really well, showed above average promise right from the start. So we just brought them through their maidens and low grades. And then Nigel smashed the toe really bad at Bendigo. So it just interrupted everything. He had to have a few months off. And while he was out injured, the others continued to race and got used to, we went to Sandown and the Meadows. And so they got plenty of experience on the two. We've only got the two-turn tracks here, Sandown and the Meadows. So they're only used to the big tracks. So Nigel missed out where Neo didn't. So it's just put him behind the 8 ball. He's come back as good as he was. He's not lost anything, but he's just missed out on that experience.
Yeah, I was really taken with his first section in particular. He flew out of the lids, I think 5:45 to the first mark. And if you go back and watch the replay from last Saturday night, he did lose himself on the first turn. But I think, mate, we discussed it earlier in the week. You were quite encouraged with the way he railed heading into the home turn. Of the two, mate, before we have a quick look at the market, who's the tip for your kennel? Nigel in box 3 or Neo in box 5?
I'd back Nigel before Neo. He's better drawn. He's a better box dog. He's a faster dog. But in saying that, if there's any trouble and Neo's sitting on him and gets a run through, he's a smart dog in a field. So there's pros and cons for both of them. Because Neo's more experienced in that situation on two turns. But if I had to lean to one, it would be Nigel.
Dan, I guess hardest to beat. Cumbria Benny obviously looms. Boxed inside. I think Destroying's run last week was really good as well. But what do you think, mate? Who's the toughest to get over in the big final this Saturday?
Yeah, I think the Red, he's got every chance to kick up and lead. And if he does, he'll be very hard to beat, Cumbria Benny. Destroying's a very fast dog. We raced against him in Brisbane. I've got a bitch Gambella up there with Anthony as a party. So I followed him through that series, and he's got a big turn of foot, so he'll be one to watch from the draw as well, I think.